The year was 1922. Deep in the scorching sands of Egypt's Valley of the Kings, British archaeologist Howard Carter and his team made a discovery that would shake the world: the tomb of Pharaoh Tutankhamun, hidden beneath the earth for over 3,000 years. Unlike other royal tombs that had been looted, this one remained nearly intact, filled with unimaginable treasures, golden statues, exquisite jewelry, and the majestic sarcophagus of the boy king himself. As Carter and his patron, Lord Carnarvon, stood at the tomb's entrance, a wave of excitement surged through them, but the local workers murmured anxiously. Ancient legends spoke of a terrible curse, a warning left by the long-dead pharaoh. Death shall come on swift wings to those who disturb the king's rest. Carter, a man of science, scoffed at such superstitions. But what happened next would make even the most skeptical minds question their beliefs. The first omen: shortly after opening the tomb, Carter returned to his house, only to find a shocking sight. His pet canary lay dead in its cage, strangled by a cobra. In ancient Egypt, the cobra was a sacred symbol, often depicted on the crowns of pharaohs as a guardian spirit. The local Egyptians whispered among themselves, "The pharaoh has sent his protector to strike the first blow." The death of Lord Carnarvon: within months, the tragedy deepened. Lord Carnarvon, the man who funded the entire excavation, suddenly fell gravely ill. A small mosquito bite on his face became infected, leading to blood poisoning. His condition worsened rapidly, and on April 5, 1923, he died in a feverish delirium. At the exact moment of his death, the lights in Cairo mysteriously went out. Meanwhile, back in England, Carnarvon's beloved dog let out a spine-chilling howl and dropped dead. Coincidence? Or was it the pharaoh's revenge? A series of strange deaths. The curse did not stop with Carnarvon. In the following years, several others who had entered the tomb met untimely and unexplained deaths. Sir Archibald Douglas Reed, a radiologist who examined Tutankhamun's mummy, died suddenly of an illness before his findings were published. Aubrey Herbert, Lord Carnarvon's half-brother, mysteriously went blind and died shortly after. Hugh Evelyn White, an archaeologist involved in the excavation, became so convinced he was cursed that he took his own life, leaving behind a note saying he had been haunted by the spirit of the pharaoh. Richard Bethel, Carter's secretary, was found dead under suspicious circumstances in 1929. His father, overwhelmed by the rumors of the curse, later took his own life. By 1935, at least a dozen people linked to the tomb had died under mysterious or tragic conditions. Howard Carter, the survivor. Strangely, Howard Carter himself, the man who first opened the tomb, lived for another 16 years, dying of natural causes in 1939. Some believe the curse spared him because he had been a true archaeologist, not a treasure hunter. Others argue that the so-called curse was nothing more than exaggerated coincidences. Modern scientists suggest that ancient tombs contained deadly mold and bacteria, which may have contributed to the strange illnesses that befell those who entered. But even with this explanation, the mystery remains. Was it all just bad luck? Or did the boy king's spirit truly rise to protect his eternal rest? To this day, the legend of Tutankhamun's curse continues to haunt the imagination of those who dare to disturb the past.